The Meat Grinder is a part of the Nerd and Tie podcast network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/Discord. It's the year 2249, and the sentient races of Earth have reached for the stars, and they've touched them. An alliance of nations led by the United States of Aramesia, the humans, elves, orcs, halflings, goblins, and dwarves of Earth, have colonized dozens of planets in search of resources to guarantee our continued survival. But even traveling faster than light, the colony ship ISF Bellerophon will need 10 years to reach its destination, the colony world of Praxion 7. A towering sleeper ship of 10,000 passengers, it's crewed by only 3 colonists at a time, whom take month-long shifts guiding the massive vessel towards its final destination, while the rest of its passengers slumber quietly and peacefully. And 5 years into the journey of the Bellerophon, something has gone terribly wrong. Welcome to the Meat Grinder, Season 3. The Meat Grinder, Season 3 stars Becca Johnson, Celeste Startwin, Krista C., Gen Proc, Scott Logan, and myself, Trey Dorn, as the GM. Melissa dies, and also Greg's skeleton falls out of her.
Gross.
Yeah. Melissa
Well,
could have
both-
used a napkin. Come on.
both helpful and terrifying.
Okay.
So let's so the door's open behind us. So how about we put one of these controls back in the door and we can just close this door like a regular door?
Let's just close the door.
Can I just point something out?
Yeah.
Your goal is to vent the oxygen in this room.
No, I
Oh,
thought you
sorry.
said you could
Oh,
separate it out.
You can. From the ventilation system, you can. But I will say, you checked the control panel, and the fire suppression system has been deactivated for it has been disconnected from this command center.
So we can't.
Yeah. And also remember, the reactor control has been disconnected from this command center by someone outside of this room.
Yeah.
I mean, you say like the fire spread, like we can't do anything with it,
Yeah, you can't activate it from this control center.
and none of us are like a hack source, so we can't like
Right.
figure that out because we're 2 psychics and a
medic.
Okay.
A medic who really wants to die. And I really want to help her die.
All right. So
This was supposed to be harder.
fun time.
I'm like, okay, listeners at home.
Can't make
The
up
stack.
I made 20 characters. 2-0. I have a deck of index cards with characters on them. I was fully expecting to go through a bunch of these guys, and I'm on the first one.
So is there like
Is anyone else on their first character?
me?
Okay.
Okay. Is there like
And
okay?
You're
so
pretty dressed up too.
is there like what can we access something? Like,
Can we see? I mean, we have the internal.
Yeah, you have.
System.
Okay, so you've got access to the full internal sensors of the ship, everything
Yeah.
except for the reactor core.
Yeah.
and the
Effectively,
fire
the only thing you can't control is the fire suppression system, and you don't have access to any information about the reactor core or
Okay.
controls about the reactor
But we
core.
have
Can I
communication.
see?
Like, is there like some sort of internal communication to talk to someone if someone's in the reactor core?
Absolutely. Well, so
Good idea.
there is an announcement system, so you might be able to get an announcement through, but I don't know if you could tell whether or not they heard it, and it would still be up to them to respond. You do also know that there are other people currently
Right,
awake
like we
and
know,
alive
like
on the
Greg
ship.
just
3 other
died, right?
people.
So someone woke up, right, guys?
Where are the 3 people?
So
we can-
There is one person at Central Command
Okay.
on the first deck. There is another person running very quickly down a hallway on deck 27.
Oh.
And there is someone else, I'm going to say, on deck 40,
So can we?
So-
is there some, like,
who is
text-
who's just walking down a hallway. But also you also see the sensors about the unidentified substance. There's nothing down on deck 40.
Okay.
And there's more stuff, but like there's stuff like 2 decks away from him.
But we can't see anybody in the reactor area.
No, you have no information about what's going on in the reactor core.
Is there, and then
Okay.
there's not some like free text we can send about?
Like you could probably use the ship's, because the computer has speakers positioned all throughout the ship. You could probably like Melissa was able to, without being detected as a crewman, from this command center, operate the ship and interact with its computer systems. You can't free request computer access in the hallways because you're not detected, but from a command center, you can access the ship's computer. You could, in theory, use the ship's computer to relay a message there. You don't know, because you don't know if the computer, obviously, like, you don't know what the computer can't see. You just know what you can't see, or what the computer can't. Yeah, the computer might be able to talk to people it can't see.
Can we communicate with the person in the first command center and see if they have access to the fire suppression?
Or how much like they can talk to the other people around?
Yeah, well, you can definitely talk to the people in the central command system and
Yeah.
ask them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to.
There's one
I
guy
was
up there
gonna-
right now, just standing up there.
Yeah, I want to contact them and ask them if they can do the fire suppression. Because if they can't, then it's got to be at Command Center A.
And also, we gotta tell the other people to like all of them what's happening.
Yeah. All right, so you want to contact the command center?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's a communications panel. There's literally a button to talk to primary command center.
Boop.
This is Eduardo Garcia up in Central Command. Who is this?
Oh, howdy, Eduardo.
So Eduardo.
My name is Takwachi. I'm down on Command Center Auxiliary B.
So you have the internal center where I don't recognize that. I didn't think the computer told me that was one of the crew who was awake right now.
That's the deal.
My suit got
Damaged.
It got damaged, so my suit is off. The computer can't find me.
I woke up on deck 3. Weird shit's going on.
Oh, for
Very
sure.
weird shit.
For sure. I have 2 compatriots with me. We all 3 of us have damaged suits, and have been dealing with this weird shit going on. But I was wondering, I don't have access to the fire suppression down here, and I was wondering if you did up there.
Let me take a look. I should at least be able to tell you where it's rerouted if I don't have operations.
Okay.
Okay, so this is weird. It looks like fire suppression system controls have been rerouted to the reactor core.
Oh.
Can you
All right.
talk to the reactor core?
Let me take a look. Direct communications to the reactor core are down. I don't have internal sensors running here. That tells me that's rerouted to your command center?
Yep. We have internal sensors
So
here.
you
And
guys should be able to tell me what's going on in the reactor core, right?
reactor core is completely cut off,
From
as
here
far as we
too.
know.
Oh, wow. Like,
It's
So that's got to be like a hardware thing. Like someone pulled the panels.
Right. So we also briefly explain to him the just
what's going on.
The military experiment thing.
That explains the dead guy in the elevator.
Yeah.
Or dead girl in the elevator. What
So
I don't know, the half-consumed corpse in the elevator.
Yeah.
And
right.
then
So are you?
The
Are
one
you?
that's in the. There's.
So are you safe now, Greg? The door closed.
Close the door.
You should close the door.
Keep the doors
Eduardo,
closed.
I mean,
Okay.
sorry, I got confused.
Be wary of other people, because this goo substance can...
We explain, Melissa.
Explain, Melissa. Okay.
Yeah, we explain Melissa, and
If
Like
there
Melissa
can,
Smith from Ontario. I knew her in orientation.
Well-
You're saying she got
Replaced.
replaced?
yeah,
By
she
a
did,
group.
unfortunately.
Sucks.
I know. Teacher.
That sucks. I was
I
gonna
know.
set her up with my sister.
Sorry, Eduardo.
Eh,
So,
I mean,
all right.
it's really Sarah's loss, but not mine. But
Well, you know, could have had a sister-in-law. All right. So,
also Melissa's loss, I guess. I mean, she's dead. I guess we shouldn't be talking about her like
I
this.
know,
That's
I
really
know.
messed up.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it's been a
It's
day,
alright, it's
Eduardo.
alright.
I've only been out of cryosleep for like 10 minutes.
Can you
so
also see in the logs about
I woke up on deck
how?
3.
Can I ask Eduardo up there if he could see more of the logs about like when this started? If there was some like event or like
Yeah,
some,
so,
like, containment thing, he can like see like what happened.
Yeah, it looks like all three of the crew members were in the quarters and one person was having lunch. Like, yeah, he kind of recounts the logs that like it looks like one person was on duty on the command deck and the other two, one was asleep in quarters and the other one was also in the lounge when something happened. It looks like about 5 hours before that there was a containment breach.
Yeah, there was a containment breach about 5 hours prior to the initial deaths of the operating crew. It looks like some of the cryopods went offline about then, too. Looks like 3 cryopods went offline immediately, and then followed by a number of others, including Melissa Smith's. It looks like she's one of the people who died, and then, yeah.
So the thing just failed on its own. That's what we're.
Oh,
The
yeah,
containment,
there was a power surge. I think we passed through an ion storm, and it looks like brief power was lost to some of the cryo chambers. Now, no, a normal person that happens, it's not a big deal. Like, they might awaken from cryosleep for like a second, but then they should go back under, and at most no memory should form. But it looks like in that window, something happened with those. Like, those aren't even supposed to be pods. Like, we don't have listed people for those pods, for those 3 pods.
And what floor? And are those the ones I saw that were like?
Yeah, those are the
busted
ones. Yeah,
open?
I forget what floor that was on, but yeah,
Whatever
those are the
floor
3
that
that
was.
were busted out from the inside.
So that's what we're thinking the stuff was in.
Yep, somebody put
Secretly
humanoid
put
goo
humanoid
people on the
goo
ship.
people in these pods. The thing surged. They broke
And
out
now
of
it's
them, and now it's
replicating.
everywhere. Okay.
Ah,
So we
great.
tell this to Greg. Can we tell this?
Also, have you heard a
Not
cat?
Greg. Eduardo.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's
What the
there's
fuck's
a
up with
cat
the
somewhere on the
Is
ship.
it-
We don't know where it is.
Can we tell on our sensors if it's an actual cat?
Or like,
Because we'd have
So, okay,
internal
the only
sensors,
reason
right?
why you're detecting the goo is because it's letting off some sort of weird radiation that the sensors are detecting. Regular life forms,
Like we don't have in
yeah,
this
it can't
world
detect- that's-
bio.
unless
Like,
we're
That's
in a
unless
Star
you're
Trek.
wearing a biosuit. So, in theory, if the cat was wearing a biosuit, you could tell if it was a cat and where it was. You're not I will say you're not detecting anything cat-shaped.
okay.
I mean, it is sus.
It's definitely suspect. All right, can we also contact, or can Eduardo contact the other like 2 people that are around? It's the guy down on 40.
We see
The guy at the 27 one just blinks out, and another guy wakes up on
shit.
deck 13.
Is that also a bad floor?
Deck 27 is only a few decks above you, and
Yeah,
that's
it's in the
where you
bad
guys.
area.
That's where you guys were when you were running from the goo down the stairs.
Yeah.
Can we also, can Eduardo tell it to stop waking up people? If he's got good commands.
The protocols do not allow me to cease. I am sorry, but minimum safe protocols say to maintain the ship running, we must continue to have a minimum crew.
What's Eduardo's archetype?
Eduardo's by default they're all soldiers.
They're all
because
soldiers.
I'm
Because that's what you're
lazy
waking
for
up.
stats.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
And
Also, that would end this campaign if we died.
I mean, if you died, 3 more people would wake up.
No, if he turned the thing off.
The what off?
Right.
Oh, the wake up
Right,
people, yeah.
but in character, I'm asking, like, try to get people to stop, dying. So
I mean,
can
could
he?
you get your suits working? So we can track you from command?
I don't know.
I think they're kind of destroyed, aren't they?
we
Can we
don't have
try?
any. We don't have
Should
any
we
technical
try?
people with us.
We
so-
got a screwdriver.
You've got a screwdriver. I don't know. Might as well take a look.
Yeah.
You don't know what she did to turn them off. You just saw her whack something.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we try to turn them on?
Here,
if it's
look-
sending it, but
look
but
at. Take a look.
okay, we'll just see. Okay, poke.
What
Should
does
I
it?
roll
What does it look like?
It looks so. Yeah. So we're gonna look at the back of.
Yeah, look at the
it's-
back of the half-blade.
Yeah, it looks like the power cell's just been knocked out of connection.
All right. So question is, team,
Like
should we?
just a battery that's been unplugged.
Can I feel back there and like
Mhm.
just push it back in?
But does that
Your
mean the
suit lights
stuff
up.
gonna come like back? But the Melissa
is-
said it was sending it to the wake things though. So we're like ghost. We're like without it, we'll keep waking
Hush,
up. people.
hush. I want to try something.
Your suit's back online because you pushed it back in.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
suit's back online.
You now show up on the internal sensors as an additional crew person.
More than minimum crew has been awakened. Please return to cryo sleep.
Okay, I'll pop it back out.
While she was
I just wanted to see what computer.
while
would
she
do.
was a person, was there any change in like what the stuff was doing?
No.
Well, detect
Okay.
spooky.
No. Oh, do you want to? There was
I was
there
just
was
looking
no
at
appearance
this-
on the internal sensors. I can tell you that for sure. If you want to detect spooky or something like that, and say you were detecting spooky when
Yeah.
that happened, I'll let you roll for
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now I got 3. That's terrible.
6.
There was no change.
Okay.
It didn't seem to change focus at all. I mean, like it. Yeah.
So Melissa may have just been lying about that.
Or like, cause it. I mean, so we could just.
What? I said Melissa was hungry.
Right.
I turned
More
my thing
awake
back
people
on.
means more lunch.
Right.
All right.
I turned my thing back on.
More than minimum crew is currently awake. Additional crew who is unneeded, please return to cryostasis.
I don't know where my brain is so.
I know this is great campaign. Difficult to get our heads around.
Sorry.
It's
All right. So I want Wardo to tell the other 2 other awake people. Like, can we communicate? Can he communicate down from command
I
center?
think we should just put out a
to
PA
just
message.
like general
like, hey, head to
tell the computer
Central Command.
somewhere.
Yeah.
safe.
Okay.
And avoid the
So okay,
like a
so are you?
message.
Is your suit on or is your suit off?
Mine's currently off.
Okay, so you're going to send out a message over the. You can send over a message from the central PA from this room right now.
Yeah.
You get this guy on level 40
Yeah.
going.
There's nothing down there.
So, like, so you guys, why would I go to? Are you guys talking about using like the fire suppression system? Is that what Eduardo said?
Yeah.
Well, why? If he's safe down
it's-
40 though, right now, right?
But not if the fire suppression.
Right. No, but I mean like
So
reactor
I'm closer
core.
to reactor control.
Yeah.
Do you guys just want me to go there?
Yes.
Yeah, meet us there.
And but reactor core's disconnected,
Okay.
so we don't know what's going on in there.
Okay, well the reactor's running. You know, ships are going. I can hear the engines from down here.
All right. Try to get in there.
Okay, my name's Bob, by the way.
Bob.
Nice to meet you, Bob. I'm Takwachi.
So we think someone
I'm not gonna
physically.
remember that.
That's okay.
Right, I was gonna
Eduardo.
say, someone might have physically disconnected the reactor core.
All right. I know you can't
I see you're online now.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
No, I don't. I
yeah.
don't have that information.
Right.
I don't have internal sensors.
Right. So I know you don't have internal sensors. So what I need you to do...
The GM forgot that for a second.
I need
it's a whole
you-
plot point.
Everyone else is heading to reactor control. I need you to stay where you are. Make
The
sure the doors
door's
are closed. And do periodic, like every 5 minutes, announcements of where people need to go.
Yep. Send people to the command centers.
Send people to
All right.
Safe.
reactor control.
Yeah, I can do that. And
because
I'll...
we won't be able to.
Okay.
The
So,
general situation.
all right.
Dangerous, you know.
That way, the next people know
Yep.
if we die.
That's what I'm saying. Like a general PA that says,
Yeah, we got that.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, general PA message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
So you've told the guy who's on deck 40 to get to the reactor core.
Mhm.
You have Eduardo is directing the guy currently who's a few decks down from him to come up to command, and they're going to seal themselves in. We'll see.
And he has an automatic, like, announcement going out every few minutes about
Yeah.
the situation.
Yeah.
So if he dies, it'll still go out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, this is the computer with a special announcement from Eduardo Garcia.
Yeah, everybody get to either the command center or the reactor core, because we're going to probably vent the atmosphere, and you'll die if you're not in one of those spots. So bye!
That is the end of the announcement.
So I was supposed to say about the scary.
Yeah, also, there's a scary gelatinous monster eating people. If you see it, run the fuck away from it. Thanks. Bye.
I like this guy.
That is the actual end of the announcement.
Okay, so we go.
I suppose we head to the reactor core.
All right, so the reactor core is down from here,
Uh-huh.
about 5 levels.
Well, first we gotta get out of this enclosed one.
Yeah, you do.
Well, we have
See-
door control things.
You do have the
Can we
panels,
just-
the missing panels from all
We
the door
do.
controls.
Question though, the stairs we were at, did they continue to go down?
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay.
Well, there's also blobs in those.
There is. Is there a lift also on this level?
There is a lift on this level.
The lifts are fully operational. The doors to the lifts on this level are not currently operational.
Right, but we have all these panels. We're gonna grab some door parts.
Let's go to the lift.
go to the lift.
All right, so you take the door panel parts and go to the lift, I presume.
Yeah.
Only one of you has a working biosuit right now. It's important to note.
Right, but I don't know what to turn the other ones on. What do they do normally?
They, first off, regulate your body temperature. Also, they let you pee in them. And then they tell the computer
Dying
where
away in
you
5
are.
minutes.
They also help determine whether or not to wake up other people.
Only once 3 minimum, and they're already. It thinks 4 people.
It thinks 4 people are awake, but 2 of those people die. It's gonna wake someone else up.
Right.
People are going to continue
no matter what we do.
to be awoken and dying.
No matter
if-
what we do, anyway.
Unless
We
you turn yours on, then we
When they
will
when
just-
they
us
die.
then they'll only be awoken when we die.
All right, so I'm turning mine back on.
I'll turn mine back on.
So now it thinks.
More than 3 people are currently awake.
We
Would the
know.
extraneous crew please proceed to their
Sure.
cryo chamber?
Give us like a few minutes. Okay?
There are currently 5 people awake.
5 people awake. Someone died.
Yeah,
It's fun.
the guy on floor 13.
Or
That
he
we
returned to
forgot
his
about.
cryo chamber.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's possible.
Also, yeah.
Maybe he was
There
smart
are
and went back to
currently
his
4
crime.
people awake.
Maybe someone else returned to their crime. Let's go with that. They went back to their. We're going to the lift, and
There
hopefully
are
those 2 other
currently 4
people.
crew member awake.
One's hopefully Eduardo, which we can't talk to anymore because we don't have Can we talk to them or catch a computer?
Are you asking to relay a message to command?
I'm just asking if Eduardo's still there.
Eduardo Garcia currently is on the command deck.
Cool. So the other two either went back to their pods or they died. Yeah. All right, so let's continue to the reactor core.
That means reactor core guy possibly died. Okay, fun.
Right, yeah, exactly. But we
All right.
gotta
To the lift.
get to... Because that's why I said the fire suppression control systems then.
Yeah.
Working. Okay, yes, we gotta go there. Okay.
All right, you guys get to the lift. The part to
Yeah,
make the door
pop it in,
operational.
it just
literally
pops
just
in,
pop it
yeah.
in. It plugs in. Little pins line up.
We-
Slips in.
Yeah, we stand in the lift nicely.
The door lift on floor 30 is now operational.
Cool. So we get in
We get in.
and just...
What is
it's
your
turn.
destination?
Reactor core, please.
Proceeding to deck 35, reactor core sector.
Hey, we're on a budget.
ASMR fans are going wild.
Yeah.
You know you can make a lot of money for us if you...
Mouth sounds. Mouth sounds. Mouth sounds.
Crunch.
Here, we'll go on stereo. You make mouth sounds over there. You'll be in one ear. I'll be in the other ear. Mouth sounds.
You people.
So you are standing on deck 35. There is a... All right, so deck 35, the reactor core is on this level. There are also a number of cargo bays, and also areas where like there are sleeping pods and stuff. You do recall there was some presence of this organism on this deck.
Yeah, from the spooky...
Yeah, and also
And
like
it's
from
those,
the internal sensors. There wasn't like the massive flood of like all of the stairwells were from upstairs, but there were scans of, obviously you can't tell where it is now, but there were some of the stuff moving around here.
If I detect spooky around me, can I get more of a like specific vibe?
Oh, that's a good question. Roll me a d10.
5.
You're certain that there's stuff on this level.
Okay, so I relay that to the other two.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same. No, I got a 2.
You're 100% certain that there's nothing within 10 feet of you right now. With your 2.
Okay,
So we
great.
keep walking down
That sounds amazing.
to the core. Can I just keep detecting spooky as like we go?
Yeah, I'll ask you to roll
A few-
anytime
a
you
few
want to
of-
check. Anytime you want to check, you got to roll for
Yeah,
me.
oh I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna say so I can get the immediate vicinity
Right.
about us.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So I walk. Walk a few more feet. I poke around, spooky again. 7.
All right. Yeah, no, so you're not detecting a lot. You're like, there's some stuff that's not super far away, but like,
Not like
the
5
next,
feet
cor-
away.
but not like 5 feet away. Like the next corridor over, you think there's some stuff you definitely wouldn't want to run into.
But gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Towards-
So you guys are heading straight for the reactor core.
Yeah.
When you get to the reactor core, the doors are very much closed and
Is there like a
locked.
intercom?
I'm going to say that the door panel by the reactor core has been smashed.
Smash.
Like someone took a heavy object to it.
From the out.
And then, did you want to check the text spooky one more time?
Yeah, like now I'm at the door. 9.
All right, so there's nothing in the reactor that you're picking up, but there's something pretty coming up behind you.
Okay, we need to get inside here. Real fast, guys. There's something coming up.
Everybody roll initiative.